Hi there guys, welcome to Passive Income Profits. Now in this free training, I'm going to share with you how exactly I spent 3 hours working from home and built a 6-figure yearly online business. Just a little bit about myself. I have close to 7 years in digital marketing and coaching business experience. And during the COVID period, a lot of my businesses went bankrupt, causing me to fall into severe debt of close to $250,000, and how exactly I use certain online marketing strategies, which I'm going to share in this training, to build the multiple 6-figure online business. Next, I've also mentored close to 260 students worldwide, and not just individual students. I've also helped numerous companies to set up their email marketing and social media marketing system. All right, so as you can see over here, I'm a email marketing and social media marketing specialist. And finally, I've been awarded several top 10 affiliates on different marketplaces. All right, so without further ado, let me go straight into the training proper. So you might be wondering, why email marketing, Ben? Well, the very simple reason is because email marketing currently is the simplest and the faceless way to make money online. I know that some of you are interested to make money online, but you are worried or you are shy to show your face. So that is where email marketing comes in very handy. All right, the million-dollar question is email marketing just about emailing? And like what a lot of people say, the money is in the list. Is that really true? So let's delve into the topic proper. When it comes to email marketing, there are a lot of components you need to take care of. Now, why I would say that email marketing is not just emailing? Because you need to set up the entire system proper. If not, your email marketing business will never take off. So certain components will include things like authenticating your domain. Now, what exactly is a domain? For example, Google.com is a domain. Facebook.com is a domain. All right. So these are certain website addresses that you have. All right. And do you know that you can actually purchase all these for a very minimal cost of less than $40 per year? Now, next, you also have to set up your personalized email address. I'm sure that sometimes you guys have received certain promotional emails whereby if you see the email address, it looks something like support@abc.com, customer service@abc.com. So these are what we call personalized email address. You cannot use common addresses like Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail to run email marketing business because you are not able to authenticate the domain. And if you do so, there's a very high chance that your emails will be sent into the spam folder of your target list. And that's not what you want. Because if you think about it, when was the last time you yourself even checked the spam folder of your Gmail account? Am I right? Now, next will be this thing called a leads capture page. Because when it comes to email marketing, of course, you need to have someone to send the emails to. So that is where you're going to drive the traffic to your leads capture page for them to give you certain information like their email addresses, their name, so that you can do some follow-up system. Now, next will be this thing called a Google authentication. Why is that so? Because when it comes to email marketing, over the period of time, you'll realize that more than 95% of your email leads are using Gmail. And Gmail is owned by Google. That's why it's called Google Mail, right? So in order to make sure that Google recognizes you as a real person, you need to authenticate this domain with Google, all right, to ensure that your email deliverability is high. Next will be converting offers. You see, there are tons of offers out there in the marketplace. I would say hundreds of thousands of different offers. And I'm sure you have seen some of these on certain social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram. But however, not all offers convert equally. All right, now this is something that you have to understand and you have to internalize. Because certain offers, like for example, if you send 100 clicks to this offer, you can get 1 sale. Certain offers, you have to send like 500 clicks before you get 1 sale. And from there, you can also calculate what is your revenue per click. All right? Because if your revenue per click is high, this offer is something that is worth for you to scale and earn even more money eventually. Now, next will be this thing called a high quality traffic. Because when it comes to email marketing, a lot of people have this saying, does email marketing still work? Is email marketing dead? Seriously, far from it. The reason why they say so is because these people are not your target audience and you're collecting all these email addresses, which in a way are like junk email addresses. All right, so you need to know where exactly to get all this high quality traffic to build up your highly responsive large email list so that you can start to achieve sales every single day. Next will be this thing called list segmentation. Because when it comes to email marketing, again, you actually can set up certain system in place to monitor the behavior of your leads. Like for example, who are the ones that actually open your emails? Who are the ones who actually click on your emails? And who are the ones who actually purchase certain offers that you have in the email? So from there, you can segment your list to different categories so that you can send laser targeted content to all these relevant segments. Last but not least will be this thing called automation and broadcast. Now, automation are something like, I don't know whether you've experienced this yourself. Sometimes when you give your email addresses to certain website that you see, before long you start to receive an email. All right. Now, all these emails are not so-called sent out by the website owner, right, manually, but rather is done via automation. For email broadcast, this is where they are actually sending targeted messages to certain segments, as you can see in the list segmentation component that I mentioned just now. All right, so in a nutshell, these are the three important things you need to take note of. Number one, email marketing, the most precious list is this thing called a buyer's email list. Because from the buyer's email list, that is where you can promote certain different offers like mid-ticket offers as well as high-ticket offers. If you do not segment your list to eventually come up with this buyer's email list, it is going to be very hard for you to eventually make a profit with your email marketing system. Next will be this thing called a leads behavior segmentation, which I explained to you guys just now, and which is a very important component of the entire system. Now, last but not least, all email marketers are very concerned about this, which is the email deliverability issues. One of the reasons why a lot of people fail with email marketing is because their emails are not getting delivered into the primary or even the promotional inbox of your target list. All right, and unknowingly, a lot of emails are actually falling into the spam folder. So if they do not know how to actually track whether their emails are falling into the correct folder of their target list, how to actually track their open rates, how to track their click-through rates, they are just blindly sending emails and hoping to get sales. But as you know, with any business, it can be offline, it can be online, you don't have to depend on hope. You need to depend on skills. All right. Now, next, why social media marketing? Well, the very simple reason is because the way we consume information daily has totally changed. Now, if you're around my age, which is about 40 plus, think about it. When was the last time you actually read a physical newspaper compared to when we were young? So at this point in time, in this very moment, and in the years to come, social media has already taken over the entire internet by storm. The way we consume information is no longer via physical copies of newspapers or even magazines, but rather on different social media and as well as on different websites. Okay, so statistics have already shown that an average individual spends approximately 40 minutes every day on various social media platforms. Ask yourself a very simple question. Did you manage to serve your Facebook account today? Your Instagram account? How about YouTube? How about Twitter? How about Quora? How about TikTok? So if you yourself are already spending so much time on all these social media platforms, needless to say, you already recognize what I mean by the way we consume information has totally changed. So all these social media platforms becomes a very valuable place for us to garner all the targeted traffic that we want. All right. Question, is social media marketing just about posting content or videos on different platforms like YouTube, TikTok? Let's discuss this. Again, there are several components when it comes to social media marketing. First and foremost, are you going to promote a low ticket offer like $10, $17, $20 on different social media platforms? Or are you going to promote something which is like $200, $300, or even something like $5,000, $10,000 offer on social media platform? And how exactly to do so? Next, the concern that we have is virality. Because we all know that in order for your social media account to take off, actually all you need is just that one or two videos that eventually can boost that few 100,000 views or even millions of views. However, to get this kind of virality is not easy. All right, so that is where we actually share within this training program how exactly to get viral videos. Next, again, will be the leads capture page. Will be the leads capture page. Because once you get the traffic, they have to be channeled to somewhere. They have to give you the information so that subsequently you can let your email marketing take place. Next will be this thing called the USA market. Now, why am I putting this thing into the social media marketing component here? Because Statistics have already shown more than 80% of online buyers come from United States alone. Now guys, let me repeat that. More than 80% of online buyers come from United States alone. So this is such a big lion's share that you do not want to give up. All right. So let's say, for example, if you are situated in Singapore, like myself, I don't know whether you're aware, the moment you use TikTok account and you become a creator instead of just a consumer, most of your content is just going to be shown to the Singaporean audience. And if you think about the population size of Singapore versus the population size of the United States, where do you prefer to showcase your business? Definitely the United States. All right. So you need to understand how to penetrate the United States market, even though you become a content creator in various social media platforms. Next will be the platform algorithm. Now, this is always a challenge for all social media marketer content creators because every platform changes very frequently. In fact, they are very fickle-minded. All right. So today they can favor certain music. Tomorrow they can favor certain kind of videos. Like for example, long ago they used to favor 6-7 seconds video. Today they favor something like a 1-minute video. And what kind of video should you be posting in order to attract the right target audience? Okay. Next will be communication skills. Because the moment you manage to get hold of their email addresses, sometimes these leads are very interested in whatever you are promoting, but they actually want to talk to someone. All right, so the common way they do will be by messaging you on various social media platforms. And how exactly are you going to reply their messages and not just showcasing yourself like a hard sell salesperson? Because that is not what everyone wants. If you yourself put yourself into that position whereby everybody is constantly, pushing you every day, hey, have you checked out my webinar? Have you checked out my training? Have you checked out my offer? Are you interested to buy? Every single day they bombard you with all these messages. Do you think you're even interested to purchase anything, even if you might be initially? So communication skill is also something that you need to be aware of if you wish to be a social media marketer. Next, just now I mentioned about sending emails. That means to say once the traffic goes to your leads capture page, so from there your email automation must be sent out. You see, this is not a form of pestering. This is a very normal way when it comes to following up with your leads, when it comes to setting up your online business. Okay. Now, finally, variety of posts. So are you going to do something like a static post, which is by writing words and putting some, images on your post? Or are you going to put something like a video post? Or are you going to put something like a carousel post? Or is it a story post? So on and so forth. All right. So you need to know what kind of post, when to post, stuff like that. All right. So again, there are 3 very important components when it comes to social media marketing. The first will be your leads generation process. How exactly are you going to garner all these leads from various social media platforms? Next will be how are you going to nurture your leads after you have gotten them into your system? And finally, how are you going to convert these leads into potential sales for yourself? Okay, so over here, I'm going to share with you the entire system so that you understand what I have been talking about so far. This system is something that I have not seen in the market before, but it's pretty common sense. All right, it's pretty common sense, but a lot of beginners are not aware of how this entire process works. So first and foremost, you have the traffic. So traffic refers to human eyeballs on different social media platforms, or even by setting, or rather I would say building up your email list. All right, so all these emails, eyeballs on social media platforms form your traffic. Next, it goes into your leads capture page. Now, leads capture page is also very important because if you're going to set up something whereby when people look at it, they're not even interested to give you their contact information, like their emails or whatsoever, everything comes to naught. All right. So what we need is also a highly converting opt-in page. All right, which is what we call a leads capture page as well. Once the person gives you the information, 2 things will happen. First and foremost, they will be directed to whatever sales that you're trying to, whatever offers that you're trying to promote to them. Okay, so from there they can decide to buy, or alternatively, they will also give the information, right? So from there you can start to send the emails and again promote back the same offer or various different offers. So at this stage, it might look pretty familiar to whatever you have seen before. However, the next stage is what truly matters in order to make your entire system profitable. So once they have reached the sales offer, like what I said, they could buy, they could not buy. So for those people who actually purchase, you need to have a tracking system in order to know who are the ones who actually purchase. Because you see, when it comes to the making money online space, most of the time, if you are just promoting other people's offer, you will not have access to who are the people who actually purchase them. So meaning to say, you might receive certain sales notification that, oh, I have received a sales today. I received a sales, while I was sleeping. Sounds good. However, you need to have the tracking system in order to know who are the ones who really purchase. Why? Because once you form this thing called a buyer's email list, that is where you can start to market them certain mid-ticket offers, because these people have already been proven that they are willing to fork out their credit card, they are willing to key in their PayPal details in order to purchase something, and they are not just window shoppers, correct? So these people are willing to purchase something in order to grow their knowledge, in order to purchase something from you. They are your loyal customers. They're not just followers now, they are loyal customers. So that is where you can upsell them certain mid-ticket offers or eventually high-ticket offers. You see, at this stage, you can already see where the real profits come from. The real profits are coming from the back end and not just the front end. All right, guys? So I'd like to introduce to you passive income profits, whereby I have 3 different levels of mentorship according to your own budget flexibility. In the past, I only advocate one-on-one mentorship. However, over the past 1 year, I received a lot of feedbacks, a lot of comments, even from my own students, or even my own subscribers or my own followers asking me, is there any other tiers of mentorship instead of just one-on-one? So that's where I come up with 3 different levels of mentorship to suit individuals' needs. So if you're interested to know more about my 3 levels of mentorship, now please tap on the link below this video, and in order to get to see all my testimonials, from my various students. There are video testimonials, there are screenshots testimonials, so on and so forth, and all the details about all my 3 levels of mentorship. Again, if in case you're unsure which level of mentorship should you be going for, or in fact, you're unsure whether you are really ready to do this online business, once you tap the link below on that particular page, which is my information page on Passive Income Profits Mentorship Program, there are also buttons there that you could tap on it to hop on to a complimentary 30 minutes Zoom session with myself. Alright guys, thank you so much for your time. I hope you have benefited from this free training. I will see you inside. Take care.